These are some cool bugs we found. This is, I think it's a parasitoid wasp. And I think this is another picture of it. They parasitoid caterpillars and other stuff. They're actually helpful because those are things that we don't usually want the most. So they actually help control pests. This is a little green, like, I think it's a fly of some type. It's not a true fly because this is the true fly order. That's a pretty common fly. Flies have lots of different things, but it's a very common fly. This is a mosquito. Everyone hates mosquitoes, but it's not necessary to hate mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are actually flies. And mosquitoes, the only reason they suck their blood is because the girl mosquitoes need the blood to lay their eggs. The boys actually don't suck your blood at all. And they need it to lay their eggs. This is not a bee. It looks like a bee, but it's not a bee. It's a fly. Yeah, it's a fly that mimics a bee. It's pretty interesting, but yeah, it's a fly that mimics a bee. This is another interesting fly. It has gigantic, huge eyes. But all flies have gigantic, huge eyes. But flies are cool. This is another interesting fly. Why is its head so tiny? That's kind of actually strange. This is it is a non-biting midge. It's similar to a mosquito, but kind of like the boy mosquitoes, it doesn't bite you. There's a biting form, which is basically just a mosquito, but different. These are beetles. Beetles are actually fairly common, but they're harder to find. That one is an iridescent shiny beetle. I found that one. I think it's really cool. This is another beetle. That beetle is like, I don't know what that beetle's called, but it's cool. It's another cool beetle. This is an earwig. Don't immediately hate earwigs. They're actually fairly cool. They have wings that unfold like origami. Yes, they can actually fly. They don't fly very often. They, in fact, hate flying, but they can fly. And only basically one person has ever actually bled from earwigs, so they're practically harmless. This is a mothwing. It's very cool and looks like it has a Nike's logo on it. It's not supposed to be a Nike's logo, but it looks like it. It's just a moth wing, though. We didn't find the rest of the moth. Then there's this. I don't know if it's a moth or a butterfly, but it's also cool. This is like a little bark louse thing. It's really small. And the picture isn't very good because it's so tiny. Very, very tiny. Then there's this. It's a spider pretending to be an ant. It has the very spider-like legs, but as you can see, it has its mandibles. It's two segments, very spider-like legs. Then you see its mandibles. You could see them there. They were two mandibles, but from a side view like this, they look like the head of an ant. So some things might not eat them because they think the rest of the ant swarm is going to come eat them up. But there's no other ants. This is a millipede, and it's really cool, and it has yellow spots. And we found a bunch of them on a hike, and I really like them because they're cool. They look like cyanide millipedes, but they aren't. I saw those yellow spots and instantly thought they were cyanide millipedes. They're not cyanide millipedes. There's also this cool spider. It's probably an orb weaver of some type with this really symmetrical web. It's very pretty. But I found this cool spider